Today I'm going to talk to you about counting macros, also called the flexible diet. Hey guys, it's your friend Birdsong here, and what a beautiful day to hear the birds sing. The way you go through with the flexible diet is by measuring and registering everything you eat, either in a diary or in an app. And I'll mention 2 apps in the comments below, in addition to everything else we've been through. By the way, did you hear about the constipated mathematician? He worked it out with a pencil. Anyway, let's get to it. 3 benefits about the flexible diet. First of all, the most important thing when you want to lose or gain weight is the calorie intake. By registering everything that enters your mouth, you control when and how you reach your goals. Number 2, it's flexible, meaning that the diet doesn't consider any foods being good or any foods being bad. As long as you meet your macros, it's okay to eat. By focusing on your macros instead of certain food groups you can or cannot eat, you can enjoy life and at the same time reach your goals, meaning that you can have that cake and you can eat it and you can still reach your goals. And you know, there's only so many times you can enter a party with your Tupperware box without people just thinking you are a complete arse. Number 3 is the long-term goal. Research show that a lot of people who've been through a diet, after ending the diet, they gain more weight than they actually lost throughout the diet, which is really, really sad when you put a lot of work into it to getting somewhere. With the flexible diet, because you're allowed to eat whatever, at least in moderation, it's more emotionally and mentally sustainable and therefore works long-term. Now, to start with, it's relevant to know that macronutrients are the nutrients that you need in large amount, which are the proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. This is compared to the micronutrients, which you need in relatively smaller amount and contains of vitamins and minerals. To find out how much you need of the macronutrient, first of all, you need to know how many calories you need to intake every day. This is done by calculating your basal metabolic rate, multiplying this with your activity level, and then decide if you want to lose, maintain, or gain weight. That's a lot of calculation, just one number. Yes, that's why it's all collected in the description below, in addition to some sites that can do it for you, and some apps that can help you too. So, first, you need to calculate your basal metabolic rate, BMR, which is the amount of calorie you burn in a day if you do nada for 24 hours. Basically just lying on the couch. I'm ready. Good. So the calculation goes as follows. 10 times your weight plus 6.25 times your height minus 5 times your age plus 5 if you're a guy minus 161 if you're a girl. So for me, I'm 55 kilos and 180 tall and 22 years old. So my BMR is 1,404. Now, to calculate how many calories you actually burn in a day, you need to multiply your BMR with your activity level, which rank from you fudgy lazy schnitzel to you need to freaking chill. So, to take myself as a natural example again, I'm probably in this slightly active section as these guns are made by God. So I multiply my BMR by 1.375, showing that I burn an average of 1,790 calories a day, also called my TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. Now you need to decide if you want to lose, gain, or maintain your weight. Myself, I'm perfect as I am. So I'm just going to stay with that 1,790 calories. But if you want to lose weight, you need to target your daily consumption about 100 to maximum 500 calories below your TDEE. And if you want to gain weight, you have to be above your TDEE. Okay, so what does this have to do with macronutrients? Thank you so much for asking. Now that you know your daily calorie consumption, you divide this among the macros. So the ratio between the macros is individual, but the recommendation have it that about 20 to 35% of your daily calorie intake should come from fat, 45 to 65 from carbohydrates, and 10 to 35% from protein. Further, the green area in this pie show the amount of people that eat a healthy combination of macros, while the yellow area is the share of people that wish this was a pie. What? You now have to find your target macro ratio, which you might adjust depending on what's happening to your body. So the macro ratio is individual, but I just give 3 examples for simplicity. For weight loss, you may want 30 to 40% fat, 10 to 30% carbs, and 40 to 50% protein. If you're more active, you want more carbs, and if you're trying to gain muscle, you may want 15 to 25% fat, 40 to 60% carbs, and 25 to 35% protein. While if you simply want to maintain, you want 25 to 35% fat, 30 to 50% carbs, and 25 to 35% protein. And now we have to get into some real math again.
Wait, stop. More?
Yep. Now you need to translate those ratios into calories and grams. So 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories, and 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. Take your TDEE and divide that out on the macros. In my case, my TDEE is 1,790, and since I just want to maintain my weight, my ratio chosen is 30-40-30. I therefore need 0.3 times 1,790 equals 527 calories of fat each day, which is equivalent to 60 grams of fat. I further need 179 grams carbs and 132 grams of protein. Now do the same with your numbers and you find your daily macronutrients goals, and these you will follow throughout your flexible diet, and you may adjust this according to how you feel and how you see your body is changing. If you think you learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because what I love more than counting calories and macros is just counting your validation of me. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day, everyone.